Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we're diving into the intense world of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, focusing on the one and only Cook. We'll explore the do's and don'ts, strengths and weaknesses, and some killer strategies to turn this seemingly weak family member into a force to be reckoned with. But before we jump in, if you enjoy content like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications so you never miss a gruesome gaming tutorial. Now let's get cooking. Alright, so first things first, I want to talk about the Cook's strengths. Number 1, support, and support some more. As the Cook, your primary role is all about support. Remember, a thriving family is a successful family. While you won't shy away from kills, your goal is to lock down areas, pressure victims, and provide vital intel to your team. This means constantly working to reveal victim locations, keeping exits under control, and creating chaos for the victims. Number 2, locking down key parts of the map. Certain doors or gates should be your top priority. These are the choke points that can give your team a significant advantage. You can double lock doors at the start or even relock doors the victims have picked after they get through. This tactic can throw them off and buy your family precious time. What you see now currently on the screen are the top 3 most optimal positions for you to position your locks across all 3 of the game's maps. These specific locations have been chosen to minimize the playable area for victims, thus enabling you and your other family members to effectively oversee each door or gate, ensuring the most practical patrol for you as the Cook and the other family members. The third thing I want to talk about are the Cook's aura reading abilities. They are absolutely game-changing, guys. These abilities allow you to spot victims anywhere and anytime they're moving. Upon activation of his ability, you want to follow the big spikes while you hone in on your victims. Yes, that means through any wall or even through the ground. Both useful for the Cook, and when his ability is level 3, it'll actually even highlight for other family members, basically rendering the Cook as a mobile and on-demand grandpa. Keep an eye out for opportunities to make game-changing plays by utilizing these abilities effectively. The fourth thing on the Cook's long list of strengths are, well, actually, the Cook's strength. Despite his lack of mobility, he's the second strongest family member in terms of savagery. A few hits from the Cook can leave his victims in a vulnerable state, setting them up for the rest of your family to finish the job if you're unable to catch them as they run away. And last but not least are the Cook's impressive blood harvesting stats. They give you an edge. Prioritize blood collection through blood buckets as you roam through the map. Combining this with the occasional hits or kills can quickly boost Grandpa's sonar ability up to level 5, keeping the victims under constant surveillance. Now, it's time to talk about the Cook's weaknesses. Number 1 being endurance. The Cook's sluggish movement and low base endurance make him the tortoise of the family. You won't be winning any sprints, so strategy and positioning are crucial. Number 2 would be chase, specifically chase through crawl spaces. Due to his speed limitations and inability to crawl through crawl spaces, chasing down victims isn't the Cook's forte. You're better off focusing on supporting and creating that controlled chaos. Alright folks, before we get into some perk builds and attribute adjustments, I want to hear from you. What's your favorite tactic for playing as the Cook in Texas Chainsaw? Have you found a unique strategy that works wonders? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and while you're at it, make sure you're subscribed and notifications on. It helps a lot with the channel, and I can't wait to hear your insights. So when you're customizing the Cook, the first thing you'll see is his Seek ability. You're going to want to level this up to level 3. Once there, follow this path to reduce your ability drain, increase your detection range, and allow your teammates to see the auras you find. For the ultimate Cook build, you'll want to follow this path on the skill tree. This will allow you to blood harvest at the maximum capacity, getting Grandpa to level 5 as quickly as possible, allowing you to fully highlight the victims at all times using your abilities and Grandpa's together. Next, if you really don't want to handle the slow speeds and be patient with leveling up Grandpa, I recommend following this in the skill tree. Then using all your skill points, crank endurance as far as possible. Then you will want to choose these 3 perks: Security Pins, Scout, and Unrelenting. Security Pins is going to help you to be able to lock down the areas a little bit better, making it harder for the victims to unlock your locks that you place. Scout's going to help you move a lot faster, 15% by the way. It will reduce your melee damage by 10%, but it's a sacrifice you're willing to make to move a little bit faster. And Unrelenting is going to increase your endurance by 7 more points at max level. Keep in mind with this build, yes, you're going to be able to chase victims down a lot better, but you are going to have to be a lot more proactive in highlighting the victims for your team, because you're not not speed rushing Grandpa to Sonar level 5, so that is your job now. And there you have it, folks, a deep dive into the Cook's gameplay in Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. Remember, support is the name of the game here, and while the Cook might not be the speedster of the family, his strengths can turn the tide in your favor. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this guide, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more gaming insights. Tired Marine out.